You need to know the truth. You don't need more leads, likes, and comments, and you don't need to be posting 10 times a day. Learn a new DM sales script, or even pray to the algorithm god that they do you a favor. But what you actually need is a better delivery system. Most coaches think that they need more leads, but the real problem is their structure internally in their business. And in this video, I'm going to fix that for you, so your business grows whilst your clients are getting the results. This is part 3 of the Growth Engine mini series. And in this specific video, I'm going to be showing you how, as an online strength coach, you can hit 10K months in 5 hours a day. But with this, initially, we are looking at the whole delivery of how you deliver your product to your clients to get them the best results without having to have a big team, employ an agency, or any of the guru nonsense. But first of all, as a reminder from the last video, if you haven't already watched it, go and watch the last one. But I'm going to remind you of these areas. We've got the one person, the one promise, the one problem, and the one plan. Now, this is what you want to base your business around, so you are attracting the right people in. The one person, we need to specifically talk to one person. For me, I talk to strength coaches who want to hit 10K months without actually crushing their freedom. I've promised on building the model that I have got and that I've helped other people have, which is a 10K model, doing 5 hours a day. And then we've got the problem. You need to be specific on who you're talking to and what the problem is that you help them get over. For me, again, it's everybody that does everything manually, chasing leads, and feel trapped within their business like they're working a 9 to 5 job. And then we've got the plan, and that is simply, for me, the growth engine. Is everything I've put my time into over the last 8 to 12 months that has really built me my business and I've been able to help other guys build their business with the same format and same systems. So before we get into the nitty-gritty of this, to help you understand my journey and where I've been in so many different like masterminds, one-to-one coaching, group coaching, and lots of different types of mentorships. Some have been really good and some have been shit. But every single time I found myself analyzing and asking myself, first of all, why is this built the way it is? Then we've got what could be better, and also why does it feel so clunky? And I've found that the delivery and the way that you are taken through something makes a massive difference. And that's why I came up with the hybrid education model. And here's exactly how, or this is exactly what happens normally. People sign up to a mentoring program and obviously they're super excited. And then bang, they're hit with 100 hours of content. Or they're passed on to some success coach who has never actually ran a business before, and they just find themselves banging their head against the wall because they're not actually getting the answers from somebody that genuinely has been through that path. But you're then dumped in group calls with 40 to 50 other people. You're all at different levels, waiting to get your questions answered. And when they are, they're probably rushed. Then you either get overwhelmed or you get stuck waiting for the next breadcrumb of information to come, which probably isn't going to change anything anyway. And look, I've lived through all of this, and this is why most coaches that I speak to actually get the burnout and then they lose the passion and they want to sack the whole business off. But I knew there had to be a shift, right? And let me explain this to you. When you are in a position that you're underpriced, over delivering, and you're having an issue with how you deliver your system and your business, you're going to start losing your passion. I've seen it so many times before, and I've also been there myself. And it's not because you are a bad coach. It's quite simply because your delivery hasn't evolved. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you in this video today. But when you build your delivery model that works, all of a sudden sales get easier, clients stay for longer, and you actually enjoy your business again. And that's exactly what I want to help you with right here. And instead of the clunky, confusing way of different coaching styles and models mixed in, this is a completely different system, what I'm going to teach you. This is your typical way, right? Where you get freebie stuff, then you get partnerships, you get mentorships, and then you get the coaching or consulting. And they're different things that you can have within a business that get you different results, but it becomes confusing. So what I've then moved on to is something that is much more simplified and focused on getting you the results rather than just selling you the product. And it's very simple what I do. It's done with you. It's then self-education and structured support. And the whole idea of this is so you get what you need whenever you need it. Instead of feeling like you're drowning in the manual work or you go missing and expecting the clients to figure it out for themselves. And this is what I want you to think about for you and your delivery, your service, your offer, and how you're working with your clients. So I created this system that gives you progression, clarity, and momentum without overwhelming. So here we go. Let's get into the nitty gritty of this first part. But initially, with what it looks like inside the shift in my model, I want you to think about this for your model so you can replicate that exact thing. But the first things first, we get instant access. But the key is here that they only get access to what matters now. Again, rather than overwhelming people, the trainings are locked and then unlocked when needed, so they move on to the next level exactly how they should be, as opposed to seeing everything and then not doing anything. At the end of each level, there's a checkpoint call. And that's a one-to-one with me where there's no moving on until we hit this and everything is implemented so you can then move on to the next step. Number three is that they get their own private one-to-one Discord channel with me where they can ask questions at any time, be fixed problems fast, and it is real support rather than just passing you off to some success coach. And then we've got the community side of Discord where we share wins, we have different learning areas. It's about seeing everybody else win at the same time, and there's a massive buzz with that, right? Because you realize that you're in the right room and you're in the right space. And then we have the weekly masterclasses, and these are real-time coaching stuff of what's working right now, rather than overloading with too much information and stuff that's already on the membership site. Anyway, we look at what is working right now and we fix things on the spot. And then we have one-to-one Zoom access whenever is needed. And this is simple. I call them unstuck calls. And the whole idea of this is to continue that momentum. If people need support, they can message on Discord, they can do it in the group or one-to-one. I can send them a Loom, I can send them to a training video, or if they need to, we then get on a call. And it's simply so we move forward fast rather than holding back from what you're able to achieve. But instead of the generic course with the generic support, you get personalized progression system. And that is exactly what this is all about. So as we build through this, the common mistakes that you often see where people will screw up their delivery of how their service is there's too much manual contact. Now, if there's too much contact, it becomes like chaotic. Nothing actually gets implemented. And it's just too many touch points, like you're hand holding somebody all the way through the way. There's no onboarding system and it's just confusing. People don't know where they're going. The drip fed is painfully slow, which I've had this before, where it's not fast enough for you to actually move forward and people will start to lose interest. We've got dumping everything at once. And if you get again, like a bunch of training programs that you need to be doing back to back, and it seems a lot, like anything, the brain looks at it and thinks, fuck, that's far too many things. Then we have no checkpoints where clients coast instead of actually growing. Delivery should be just like your training. And think about it like this. You're good at the training side. You got where you are through training, understanding periodization, understanding you need to do things at certain points. So why isn't business the exact same as that? It should be clear, progressive, and structured exactly the same as your training. But what people really want, if you think about the way that a model should be built, is they want access to you. And that is the key thing to understand here, because look, this model that I'm going to teach you right now is all about focusing people on the one outcome. And we need to really think about this. What is the one thing that you fix as a business, as a personal brand? What do you do? Because as much as people think they fix lots of different things, there is ultimately just one outcome. A stronger, more profitable, and structured coaching business. This is exactly the one outcome that I fix. And the access ladder gives the people the different levels based on actually what they need. So let me introduce you to the access ladder. So quite simply with this, we've got the free aspect here. So this would be a lead magnet, something like that. We've then got resources, group training, and then one-to-one coaching. The whole idea of the access ladder is we focus on the one outcome that you are leading people to, and they have access however they want to gain access throughout this ladder here. It starts with free, and obviously the more access they get, the more money it costs. It's very simple. It gives them the opportunity to get to where they want to be. This is my specific one, so try and look at this for you and understand how you work. But for me, there's the content strength system. So I help people on Skool. It's based on Skool. and email, and they get access for free to the content strength system where I teach them how to build their content. This gets them into my world. They then get access to the growth engine, which is also on my school. If you're not already there and you're looking at this video, go to the description below, jump onto my school. This is completely free and you can understand the exact process and philosophy behind this. They then get access to the next stage up, which is then obviously moving into the paid items, the 6 month shift, and then we've got the 12-month mentorship. And these are all built through Skool, email, and Discord. Everything is clear, everything is understood as you go through the process, and they can take on at any point they want to. If somebody wants to join me and go straight to the top 12 months mentoring, then that's fine. We know exactly what we need to do. So here's some real examples of how these work. We've got Dave, if anyone knows, is one of the world's strongest men referees. He has got his community on Skool where he works with men over 40. He's got his programs that he takes people through, and then he's got his actual paid program that they then purchase and get access to. And that is exactly the same as the access ladder. We've then got Jess, who is also a strong woman who's just completed Worlds, to be fair. And she's got her system, which is called Forge to Rise. Again, it's on Skool. She's got her programs here that you get access to, lead magnets, and then she's got her main program, which is the paid version. But when you look at these areas here, it's really important to understand that you want them to be smooth and clear, and you understand exactly where everything is hanging out. So look at it like this. These are my preferred platforms, if you like. I personally use Discord, Skool, and that is it for me at the moment. So I will have my communication with my clients on Discord where they get support all the time. And then Skool, for me, it's not the best community. I don't feel like it's the best community-based thing, but that is where I house all the stuff for my free lead magnets, but also the stuff that I'm taking my clients through with the trainings. But you just want to make sure that you've got one of these and one of these where you house things. And then this is going to help with this issue here, because the biggest problem with that I see throughout all the courses, mentoring programs and everything is people get overwhelmed. And quite simply, if you're feeling overwhelmed, it spirals down into confusion, into overthinking, they lose confidence, they take no action, and they're then searching for the next quick win. And this is what happens because people lose faith, they lose track. Now, one of the things that I have done in the last 6 months, which has been an absolute game changer, without making that a joke within the whole idea of what this is, but it's the gamified system. Now, this is something that has been a real big shift for us inside the shift, pulling out all the puns today. But inside the shift, everything is gamified, and each level that you complete unlocks the next level. And the whole idea here is that you focus on what needs to be done at this moment in time. And when you have finished that and completed that, you get the support from me to check everything, to make sure everything's in the right place, that things are moving well, and any tweaks or changes that we need to do. And then you unlock the next level. And the whole idea of this is that you go through these levels step by step and you build your business. Nothing will get skipped. And clients have honestly said to me, it feels like they're leveling up on a game. And that's the whole idea of this. Look, like human we want that whole next step, right? That next drive, that next focus. And that's exactly what this system does. And this is just like Gary, who after being in the fitness industry for 17 years, he came to me feeling very overwhelmed and he lost his passion within what he was doing. But he's just had his biggest ever month whilst moving house. And they say moving house is one of the most stressful things. But if you can see it on here, it's not very good. But life changing was his words. And then we've got Mike. Mike is a nutritionist, but he was very much hidden gem, as I like to say, in the nutrition world. He was massively undercharging, didn't really have the confidence or understanding of how to get on camera and market his business. But now, since working with me, he was able to pay his business investment off in full and actually doubled his income in 1 month and 1 day. He's actually our record client to date as well. If you want to chase him down and you want to beat him, you can do a month straight. The big lesson is that your business grows at the speed of your clients' results. And this is what I want you to really understand here, because if you can better your delivery system and you can get your clients better results in a faster and more efficient way, then your business will grow. If clients are winning fast, you'll never run out of leads, proof, and momentum. And this is exactly how a business is built. So stop screaming for more leads and start fixing your delivery. And that's exactly what we do inside the shift. Within this system, everything is built for you so that you're able to scale your business and grow. But just remember these important things. I hope you got a ton of value from that, because that was sick. And in the next video, I will be breaking down and showing you exactly how to generate consistent leads. And this will be through the ads, automation, and the content that you're actually doing daily without having to go viral. Sending spammy cold DMs or getting an appointment setter within your DMs to manage your inbox. We'll be diving into the smart ad protocol, which is the simple system that I teach within ads on Meta, and also going into the content and how the community does the heavy lifting for you. If you haven't already, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in video 4.